Anyway, guys, welcome to our Tuesday webinar, which is very different from our Tuesday webinars. Hopefully you guys have seen all the communications that we've been sending out via email and text message, letting you guys know how important these next couple trainings are. And so we have today and we have Wednesday and Thursday lined up. Again, we got special guests here who are experts in the industry. We have Michael Stern and Chuck, myself, and we're going to be giving you guys all of the insight that you're going to need to understand and how to use in order to understand iHub Travel and how to help it grow your hotspot network. And guys, you know me, right? I'm the CIO here at iHub Global. And so I'm responsible for all the technology, but on this call, we're going to dive into iHub Travel's compensation plan. And we're going to show you guys how to fully leverage it, just show you just how powerful it is. And as you guys also know, this week is a huge week, right? What's going on? Who knows what's happening here at iHub? You guys should know we started shipping hotspots, right? So there's a lot of people getting emails and we're getting into full deployment. We have our team out in Florida. They're sitting there, they're literally working through the night, provisioning hotspots and getting them out to the field. And we're going to have more on the way as well. But the other thing is that why we're so excited is because of the fact that we've been able to launch iHub Travel and just how valuable it really is for you guys. And so everyone who's here on this training is really going to get first access to all the important information that we are going to deliver throughout the week, okay? And it's going to tell you guys not only, how much savings you're going to be able to have with iHub Travel, all of the bells and whistles and all the benefits and all the lifestyle benefits and travel benefits. But it's also an earning opportunity here at iHub, right? We've been able to offer an international earning opportunity for all of the iHub members and iHub affiliates to not only save on their travels. Like I said yesterday on our webinar, we all travel at some point. Every single one of us here has booked a hotel or booked a car rental or booked a flight, right? Most of us, I would say, if not all of us, have done that at some point. And so with this platform, it's so vital because of the fact that every single one of us use it, whether we want to and our friends and our family, and being able to offer that to them, I think is just one of the most beautiful things. And aside from that, like I said, it's a whole earning opportunity. And even more so than that, it's going to help grow your hotspot network. And so we're going to dive into some of those little things that are going to help you understand exactly what's going on. So we do have a special guest here tonight, and we had a special guest yesterday as well. They've been working together for a while, and they are experts in the industry. And Tere is here on the call, and I want you to come on in just a second. And this is what they live and breathe: travel. But when they found iHub, for the opportunity of iHub for growing the hotspot network. They saw what Helium does. They saw what these hotspots do. They saw the potential, the impact, the future of what's happening. And that's why they came to iHub originally. It just happened so that they have been, they are and have been experts in the travel industry and opportunity industry for quite some time now. So the fact that we've been able to launch iHub Travel and they've invited us out to their lodge out in Kansas, and we had our iHub Travel launch event on Saturday. And so this is brand new, guys, and that's why we're having this kind of kickoff week training. So I want Tere to come out here and just give you just a little bit of his story, a little bit of background. I want you to get to know him, and he's going to dive into some of the really crucial benefits, some of the really strategic points that you guys are really going to benefit from here tonight. So Tere, come on out, and we're really happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and come and share your wisdom with us. Welcome, Tere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate that very much. Thanks for your leadership and all that you do. This guy right here, gang, this guy works night and day. I'm just telling you, man, I got to get him out for a beer. We both live here in Las Vegas, and give the guy a break. So appreciate all that you do and getting to know you over the weekend. My name is Tere Kampe, and obviously many of you don't know me. I've been with iHub in about 2 weeks. It'll be 1 year exactly that I got signed up. Met a gentleman at a birthday party, and we started talking about the IoT and the Helium cryptocurrency. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. And but it evolved, and I got a minor, and so things kind of progressed from there, and we're really excited about what we have right now. And to Eric's point, we do there are several thousand of us now that come out of a travel background. And, you know, for the last 12 years, for me at least, my wife and I, married my wife, we just traveled. As a matter of fact, just so that you kind of get the idea, we built a business. It was a direct selling business based in travel. And we had built an organization, about 19,000 people, and we traveled all over the world. We were up to 130 days per year of travel. And so my title, my self-proclaimed title, was Vacation Pimp. And so we would go on vacation. We would invite friends to come with us, and we got paid. It was epic until 2020. Then it wasn't so epic anymore. So that got us, 2020 got many of us open to something outside of the travel industry. And iHub came along, and we got very excited about the potential. And I'm really excited tonight because Michael's going to be going through the comp plan on the minor side of it. I'm going to be talking about it through the travel side of it. And the two of them combined, I'm just telling you, I've been around the network marketing industry for 50 years now. I'm not making that up. I've been around it that long. I've watched people do the same things over and over and over, seen a lot of companies, had crashed and burned, failed miserably, had great success. It all went away, got it back again, all those things. It's all happened. And so the thing I love about what we're going to talk about tonight is that we have a level playing field like I have never seen before in my lifetime. Anybody can do what we're doing right now because of the tools, a lot of the tools that Eric has put together, the assessments, the invitations that you're going to get to use on the travel side. You're going to get to invite people to look at travel, and you're going to give them money to do it. What are we talking about right now? When they do their deployments, they're going to get paid in dollars to do their deployments. It's like, what? So anyway, I'm going to come back to earth here for a little bit and walk you through. I know on Thursday, Joe Iglesias is going to be here. And man, you want to learn about the travel program that we have? That's the night to be on. That guy, wow. And so I'm going to walk through a couple of things very quickly, just to kind of give you a quick understanding. And then I'm going to talk about the numbers. And I know we got to go fast. So let me go ahead and get started here. And we will get after it, gang. So let me start over here. I just want to do a big overview real fast. This is a spreadsheet that we got that contains the various benefits of this travel program. I'm going to go really fast because Joe is going to cover it in a lot more detail on Thursday. But look, this covers up to 10 members per the account. That means different people within the family can book on this. The condos and weeks, guys, these are timeshare properties all over the globe that you and I have access to, that you don't have to be the timeshare owner, okay? The guest passes, you're going to be able to give people the opportunity to try out the website. The rewards credits, literally every booking that you do, you are going to get more credits than the dollars you pay. Literally, you're going to get paid more. And then you're going to take those credits, turn around and book travel potentially for free, because you're going to be able to use all your credits just like dollars. Crazy. And you're going to get reward credits for flights. Okay, for flights, airlines don't discount, but we're going to get the credits, and you're going to get that to be able to use those. Then you got 1 million hotels. Most of these platforms, we bragged because we had 500,000 hotels on our platforms in the past. 500,000, got 1 million of them here that you have access to. River cruises, sailboats, and yachts, guys. If you ever want to go to Bora Bora, get on that site right there. Go through the Tahitian Islands, the cruises, amazing. Then you got all the flights, all the different air carriers and things like that, the vacation homes, the luxury vacations. I've been through that site last night. I'm just telling you, man, it was ridiculously good. The worldwide tours, if you want to be a balla, man, jump on the site and go be a balla, because you can do some great things in your life. The e-gift cards, you're going to be able to buy gift cards on there, and you get points for your gift cards that you're going to give away to people. There's a wine club, restaurant savings, all kinds of stuff. You guys can see it. The boomerang. You're going to be able to let people save money on the travel site. They're not even members. They're going to get to save 50% of your total savings. You're the one that gets the other 50% in credits. So you're literally going to be able to say to your friend, hey, if you're going to go on any kind of travel, save money on this site. It's completely free to them, but they get to save money. I guarantee you they'll come back. Timeshares, if you know people that have timeshares, guys, this is what we experienced for a long time. Well, I got my timeshare. What do you do with those? And so now they can actually go on the site and place their timeshare on there to sell their weeks. What? So all that stuff is in there. There's a lot more to it, but I just wanted to give you a really brief overview of what it is that it is included in this travel membership. And again, Joe's going to do more of that on Thursday. Now, let me go dive into here onto some money and help you understand just real big picture, how this works. And just so you know, in the last two companies I was with, we were with a travel company and then we all transitioned over to a product company, but we rolled travel out at that company. Why? Because people like to travel. So just so you know, at those two companies, I was the guy that trained people on the comp plan for both of those companies. And I was the guy that trained on the membership, the travel membership. So I know what I'm talking about right now. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, I've been doing this a long time. And what we have right here is a better platform at a cheaper price and more lucrative on the compensation side. It is ridiculous. So real quick, I'm going to show you this real fast. We have, right now we've rolled out the affiliate program, the affiliate member site. And we're going to, in about 30 days, roll out the customer site. So what I did in this, here's the affiliate. This would be your discount. You see right there, I just took a couple of examples so you get the idea. Via Del Arco, this is an all-inclusive down in Cabo. And this would be a 4-night stay, $697 using your affiliate booking engine, all right? $697. Now that includes all the taxes, all the fees, everything is in, all the food, all the drinks, $697, okay? Over on the customer site, same deal, Via Del Arco right there, 18%. What you're gonna notice is this is a 5% less savings on the customer site than you get on the affiliate site. That's pretty much standard across the board. So you're gonna pay $741 because you're gonna pay 5% more. But that's still on the customer booking site. But let's go over to hotels.com, $902, all right? Pretty good savings right there. Same place, same date, same everything. You save money either way. Affiliate site here at the Hard Rock in Los Cabos, $1,627 for a 4-night stay. Right there it is, $344 a night. On the customer site, 14% off, $1,731. But check it out, hotels.com, $2,016. I'm just saying, when people start to see these savings, they absolutely love it. Here's another one, Circa here in Vegas, $266 a night as an affiliate on the affiliate membership. On the customer membership, $283 a night, but on hotels.com, you're paying $356. What? So guys, this goes on all over the world, on cities all over the world. You can go do this and your friends can as well, your family can. You're gonna be able to allow them to save money. Now, here's the crazy part. This isn't even going to be the main part of our business. We still want to be about hubs and building out the IoT. This is a tool to use to build the IoT. The crazy thing is we can get paid on this. So you get your subscription, you get unlimited access to the lowest prices all over the world. We've got the $500 gift cards. I was talking to Eric about this today. You're going to be able to gift $250 to your personally sponsored people, okay, the people that you bring in. When they deploy their miner, they pay $99, they get $250. If you have the affiliate subscription, $39.99. So if you have that program, you're going to be able to gift them $250 when they spend $99. When they actually plug their miner in, you're going to be able to gift them another $250. That's going to happen automatically to keep it real. So they're going to get $500, a real $500 that they get to use in travel for deploying their miner. It's pretty amazing. Then the whole household again, up to, I'm not sure, the Arabia has it as 10, we have it as 5, still working that detail out. Again, $39.95 a month to have access to this. I was talking to a guy that was with us over the weekend and he wasn't really about the travel. And once he saw it, he was like, yeah, you know, it's all right. It's all right. He went out and he made his first booking the night he got it. And he saved the cost of his total membership for the year on one 4-night stay. This is what people are going to find. On the customer side, again, unlimited access to the travel booking engine, great savings on stays globally. Household can use it as well. And it's $19.95 a month. So I'm going to go through just the comp plan now, just to show you this. It's really simple. Well, what I'm going to cover tonight is the basics. How about that? So what's going to happen is it's going to be the same as you have now. You have a pro team, a bronze, a silver, and a gold team. Same as we have on the minor side. The first 5 affiliates that become travel members are part of your pro team. Now listen, that doesn't mean it's your pro minor team. These can be different people because different people will buy the travel membership. The first 5 that do that are part of your travel pro team, okay? And on every membership, every month, you are going to get paid $10. $10 every time. It's 25% of the 40 bucks. Well, it's going to be 40 BV is what it is. So you're going to get $10 in your pocket every month for the first 5 people. The next 5, just like in the bronze, you add 5% as a code bonus, if you will. So number 6 to 15 people that you personally refer that get the travel membership, you're going to make $12 a month. With your silver team, meaning number 16 to 25 who get the travel membership, you're going to get $14 every single month. On the gold teams, now remember, the number 26 person that you personally refer up to, you name it, you're going to get $16 every single month for everybody you personally refer that becomes a travel member. Now keep in mind, they can be an affiliate. We want them to be minors. Don't get me wrong. That's what we want. However, even if they're not a minor and they're an affiliate, because some people can't deploy their minor in some parts of the world, they can still be a travel member and create income on the travel side. So just know that these are parallel compensation plans. You got the minor comp plan, pro, bronze, silver, and gold. Then you got the travel comp plan, pro, bronze, silver, and gold. Just like on the minor side, you have the roll-up. These are all your personals, but on the roll-up, so the first 5 of the first 5 of the first 5 of the first 5, all that stuff, there is a code bonus on that as well. Really simple. On the bronze code, so all the people that come through your bronze travel team, all the first 5 of the first 5 of the first 5, you are going to make $2 per month to unlimited levels, unlimited width. And that goes to unlimited levels in depth. On the silver code, so all those silver travel members, everybody that rolls up to your front line, $4 a month. On the gold code, same deal, all that roll up to your front line on the travel side, $6 a month. So this is very, very lucrative because it's about 4 times what we made in our previous company for the same amount of effort, 4 times. So what I did real quick right here, and I'm going to end with this, and then Michael, we can have some conversation. This is now rough numbers. This assumes that each minor is producing 7 HNT a month at $30 per HNT. So what I did, I just went through and said, okay, if you refer 10 minors, 10 people who have minors online, it's about $500 a month in income. These are rough numbers because these things are always changing, right? Not every minor is going to produce 7. Some will produce more, some will produce less. It's not always going to be $30. So stay with me on the big picture, okay? You refer 10 people who put minors in at their address, you're going to make about $500 a month. First off, that's smoking good. Number 2, you double that and you put 20 people in yourself who put minors at their address, and you're going to make about $1,100 a month. Could anybody use another $1,100 a month? And what are we doing in this case? Plugging a hotspot into the wall, and then we go live our life. It's crazy. 35 people that you personally refer, and now you're looking at $2,100 a month in your pocket. All right, now that's all in HNT. You know, we get paid in HNT, going into your crypto wallet. It's a really good idea to let it grow as an asset. You get to choose what you want to do. You can convert it to cash anytime you want. Here's the crazy thing. If you did all that and you had 35 people personally, and over time it became 200 people, 200 people that show up on your front line. So the first five of the first five of the first five, of the bronze, silver, and gold team, you're looking at about $5,300 a month in HNT. So that's on the minor side. Now remember, we got the parallel, and Michael's going to cover all that stuff. On the travel side, 10 travel members will pay you about $100 a month, $10 for each one. But it's actually a little bit more than that, because the first five are going to pay you 10, the next five are going to pay you 12. So it's a little bit more than that. 20 travel members, 20 people that you've personally referred who become the affiliate travel members, you're going to make $215 a month. With 35, you're going to make about $425 a month. And when your team grows to 200, the same way, with the roll up and all the code bonuses included, and this doesn't even include all the other code bonuses that Michael's going to talk about. This is just the first five rolling up. That's all this includes. You're looking at about $1,000 a month. So if in fact somebody went out and you spent the next few months building a team, putting personals in that grew to 200 people on your front line, that would equate to roughly $6,300 a month in income to you. So the travel component is used as a tool to grow your minor business. The minor business pays out very, very well. We also get paid on the travel side, which allows people to create more income, actual cash in their pocket. And you can see this on your back office. Last thing, I'll just show this real quick and then I'll be done. So right over here, when you come over here to your dashboard, right over here, iHub Travel, when you come and click down here, My Travel Dashboard, you can go take a look at this. It'll be in the commissions tab as well. But when you go click on this right here, it's going to show you exactly what's happened. As people start to buy membership, you can see right there, $50 basically, because I've had 5 people that I've personally referred that bought the travel membership so far. The next one, that'll be $12. For the next 10, after that, it'll be 14. So you get the idea. It's all there in your back office, available for you to see. So Michael, went fast. Anything I didn't cover? Any questions that anybody has out there on anything that I covered?
Michael?
That was great. Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you.
All right. So well, let me go ahead and cover some of the details on the plan. And Tere, that was a great overview. It's almost like I'm kind of going backwards, giving the details where you just gave the meat, right? So, but let's go ahead and make it, fill in a little bit of some of the potential question marks that people might have on how this travel plan operates. And I'm not going to be showing the one for the minors. I'm going to be going over the one for the travel program. And I'll explain a little bit, because in reality, the plans are very, very similar, except for a couple of minor differences. So let's just sort of talk about that real quick. So first off, typo there, it's supposed to be optional space sign up. But if you're in iHub and you're involved in the minor side of things, it's completely optional whether you want to get involved in the travel side. But the important thing is the sponsor tree is the same. Now, here's the interesting thing is if some of the folks in your team that are part of your team as a result of the minors, if they get involved in this and you haven't chosen to sign up for yourself, you're going to be getting those travel referral rewards, really, whether you like it or not. So because it's the same sponsor tree in that. But let me go over some of the details on it. But the big thing, and as Tere explained it before, is that the coded teams that you currently have, your pro, bronze, silver, and gold teams with the iHub minor side of the business, are going to be different for the travel. And let me just kind of explain real quick why. Because in order to move your active legs for the minors, you're talking about people getting a deployment, a hotspot, where in the case of travel, we're talking about people doing it through a much, much simpler process. And we had to differentiate both of those, or else it would get very, very difficult for the strategy on how to do this. So the coded teams happen independently of where your coded teams currently are for the minors, but it's exactly the same sponsor tree. You're going to be building it with the same people you currently have, adding to it, whether they're joining iHub for the purposes of the minors or the purposes of travel or both. It will just increase the tree as we go. So let's talk a little bit about kind of how this starts. Now, this is the customer version of the travel program, which will be rolled out in another week or two. We had it just about ready to go for the weekend, but then we discovered that we could add some incredible additional benefits to it. So we held back on Saturday from that piece so that we could get those additional benefits added into it, but it required a little bit more programming to do it. And that's in the process of being done right now. And as soon as that's done, then we'll roll that out. We've already got the landing pages, the funnels, everything for that. But as Tere just went through, it is amazing. I mean, totally amazing what this $20, $19.95 a month program is really able to provide in a situation like this. I mean, seriously, this is an extraordinary program. And I'm going to explain a little bit about this. Well, this is actually a good place, even though we haven't rolled it out quite yet, just so that everybody realizes that one of the driving forces of why we're rolling out this incredible travel program, not only to dramatically reinforce the ability to incentivize them to go for their minor deployment by having these travel vouchers that we can provide. It has to do with really stabilizing iHub Global here in the US, making us bulletproof for any detractors at any time that may decide that we're becoming really big. Sometimes competitors say, gee, these guys are really big, how do we attack them? So this is something that we felt would really protect us down the road, whenever or if that may ever be, by having customers and having, from my perspective, the most significantly powerful customer program that I have ever seen from what we have available, something that has amazing value, unprecedented value. So customers are not only going to be very much interested in this, and as Rick was saying on Saturday, we're planning at the corporate level to really do online promotions of customers and things of that nature. But more importantly, to them becoming a customer, they're going to benefit, as Tere was saying, just in that one example of somebody in 1 4-night stay, essentially saving the cost of the entire program they had in the whole year. Now, it depends, of course, what the trip is, but the program is that good that the retention level is going to be extremely high on it. But right now, we don't have that customer program, but we do have our $40 a month, $39.95 or $39.99. Actually, I kind of goes back and forth. I forget exactly how it's finally programmed, but we'll get that nailed down. But it's about $40 a month, and this is the amazing program that has even more benefits than the $20 a month program, but it also has this extra added attraction that for affiliates that get this program, it's going to be empowered within the system to provide these travel savings vouchers to incentivize people getting their iHub hotspots and getting them online. But this is also eventually going to be available at the customer level as well for customers that want the more empowered travel program that this program provides. So the difference is very substantial between the $20 and the $40 program. So let's take a look at how we actually create those teams, those pro, bronze, silver, and gold teams within the travel program. So this is a little different than the way we've been doing it with the minor. In the case of the minor, people either had to acquire a minor through a deployment or a purchase, if that's the way you do it in different areas, for a leg to become activated, where it now becomes coded to somebody above you in their coded teams. And then you increase your coded teams from pro, bronze, silver, and gold. But we have two ways to do it in the travel program. You can do it by becoming active by having 3 personal customers. Again, we are totally focused on customer acquisition, not only because it makes the company bulletproof, but because it's incredibly lucrative for everybody involved in the program for doing this. And it's something that we believe is going to be very, very easy to accomplish. So if you go ahead and get your 3 customers, so let's say that here you are, you're building your iHub affiliate team. You've got your own program. You've brought in so far 3 individuals that have gotten their 3 customers. So you've gotten your first 3 people of your pro team. You bring in another person, and they haven't gotten their 3 customers yet, but they started to already have some other affiliates that they previously had, or new travel affiliates. And one of those gets their 3 customers. So it's really below the person that you personally enrolled, but it doesn't matter. It still qualifies the leg for you. This is very similar to the way it works on the minor side of things, whether the person that you personally enroll gets their deployment and becomes an active leg for you. In other words, taking one of your pro, bronze, silver, or gold legs, or whether it's somebody below them that accomplishes that, it still has the same outcome of essentially activating that leg for you, that leg, which is the personally enrolled affiliate you have, that takes up the next slot on your way to becoming a gold. And so let's talk a little bit about our referral reward program. Now on the minors, we have the 20% referral reward. In the case of the travel program, we have a 25% referral reward. And I'll explain exactly how that has, even though Tere really did explain it when he talked about those $10 and $20 referral rewards based on whether somebody had the $20 program or the $40 program. That is, basically 25% based on the BV that now, and I'll mention that at the end, which is essentially the same as the price. So to earn that, you do not need to be active. You don't have to have anything really to accomplish that. You basically need to have people come in, and then you earn that referral reward, and you earn that either on the customer or the affiliate travel savings programs. So again, this is what I mentioned before. If you've coming in here from the iHub minor portion of this, you haven't quite catch the vision of the travel program, or maybe you've been kind of sort of behind the scenes waiting for deployment to roll out as it's happening here. You're just starting to kind of say, hey, what's going on? And meanwhile, you've got some other people on your team, your personal team, that start to get these programs. You'll start earning these travel rewards even before you kind of figured it out. And so let's talk about building the networks, a little bit more in detail. And this really is very similar to the way it works on the minor side of things. You've got the pro, bronze, silver networks, the gold networks. These are the coded bonuses. And frankly, these are the most powerful aspects about this program. And that's what Tere is alluding to about being amazed at how, as a result of these codes in the travel program, he's seeing such a tremendous increase in the compensation compared to what he's seen previously. So again, in order to receive these coded bonus portions of the plan, you must be qualified having your 3 personal customers. So let's just take a quick peek at how this works. So first off, on your pro network, that's your first 5 personally active iHub travel affiliates. Again, what makes them active is they've got their 3 customers. You're getting a 25% referral reward. And additionally, on your 5 pro team members, you're eligible to get the code match on that. Well, you're going to get the code match on that, and I'll kind of cover that in a little bit. So here you got your first 5 people, they're active, they got their 3 customers. That's why they're all lit up in green there, that little button at the bottom, and you're going to be getting not just the 25% referral rewards, but in this case, additionally, you're getting the check match. Then when we go into the next 10 people that get activated in your line, you're now building your bronze network with the next 10 people you personally enrolled. They're all active. They got their 3 customers. You're still getting your 25% referral reward. But in addition to that, as Tere mentioned, you're getting that 5% bronze code that works out to $2 for each one of those individuals. And then you go into the silver team, the next 10 people after that are personally, another typo, I got to put a space in there. I was correcting this at the last minute, didn't quite catch that. It's very hard to edit your own stuff. But in any case, now you're getting a 10% code on that. And actually, it's really 2 5% codes. It's really the bronze code and the silver code on those first 5 people, because these people are all starting from scratch. We just simplify it by saying it's 10%, but it's really a combination of the 5% bronze code and the 5% silver code. And then the last one is gold, where you have an unlimited number of people from your 26 person on. Everybody thereafter becomes a personally enrolled person on your gold team. And you're now getting 15% on the first 5 people of every one of those individuals. And then the roll up, of everybody rolling up, you're getting that 15%. But as Tere mentioned, there's more than just that, because this 15% is really broken up as the 5 and the 5 bronze, silver, and gold code. So the 15% is on the first 5, the pro team of the people starting with your number 26. But guess what? As they go past their first 5 people, and now they're starting to build their bronze team, you're still getting the silver and the gold code on those people's bronze and silver teams down forever. And then at the same thing as when they get to silver, you're still getting that 5% gold team. So the numbers are even way better than people imagine. And it really is mind-boggling in terms of how powerful this program really is. So let me just kind of summarize this. We've got our pro team, we got our bronze team, our silver team, and gold team. You're looking at 25% plus code match on your pro team, directly referred people, 30%, which is the 25 plus 5, 35 here, the 25 plus 10, 40 here, the 25 plus 15 in that case, on those people. And that's just on your personals. And that's not taking into consideration what happens as those teams start building. That's what Tere was regarding when he was talking about the roll-ups, when he gave that example of having 200 people on your team as a result of the roll-ups. That's where those numbers came from. The roll-ups are the people you personally enroll as they start bringing in their first 5 plus people. Those are the roll-ups that he was referring to. So let's just talk a little bit about the check match here, because this is a very powerful feature of the program. And so the first 5 people on your pro team are the ones that you're going to get a check match on. What you're matching are the coded bonuses that they receive. I'm going to show you that for a second, but in this point, I want to show you how much that check match is, because what that check match is determined by your own rank. So if you have only started building your pro team, and it starts with the very first person, you don't have to wait to get your 5 pro team members to start getting check match. You get it from the very first person that you enroll that becomes an active pro team member for you. And you're going to get a 10% check match on the codes that they earn. Again, I'm going to show you what that means. But as you start now getting to your 6th person, now you're starting to build your bronze team. And now on all of these people, you're going to get a 15% check match rather than the 10 that you had there. And once you get to your 16th member, you're starting to build your own silver team. Now your check match for everybody from that point forward moves up to 20%. And once you get to your 26th person, the check match from everybody on your pro team basically goes to 25%. So your movement from 10 to 25% is determined by what your rank is, and your rank is determined the minute you build your first pro member, you're ranked as pro. The minute you build your first bronze member, your rank is bronze. The minute you build your first silver member, your number 16, your rank is silver. And the minute you get your 26th person, your rank is gold. So let's take a look at what you're actually getting that match on. So the way it works is you're going to get that match based on the people that your pro team, your codes that your pro team are getting. So let's just show how this works. Now, in this case, this is you, okay? You brought in now your 26th member. So now you're at the 25% pro team rank matching bonus there. So let's give an example of how that actually works. So here you are, you're now on that 26th person. You got that 26th person right here. So you're ranked at gold right now. So that means that you're going to get a 25% code match on these 5 people, the codes that they're getting. So let's use an example. Let's say here that number 4, this person here is Mike. Okay. And Mike starts building his team, and he goes out and he builds his team. He's now got his 4th member of his gold team. Okay. But you don't have to wait for that. As soon as he builds his 6th person here, he's going to start getting the bronze code on these people. When he gets to here, he's going to be getting the silver codes here. And now he's getting the gold codes here. But collectively, all of these are the gold codes he's going to be getting based on the activity of the people below him, the memberships that they're getting, and then the roll-up of what's happening there. And this is what you're going to be matching. So if Mike's team, not only his people that he personally enrolled, but these people start enrolling people, and you've seen on previous presentations how they bring in their first 5 and it rolls up to your front line. And these people, when they bring in their first 5 and it rolls to their front line. And when they bring in their first 5, forever increasing your width, all of those are the codes that you're matching. So the longer people are building their teams over infinite time in the business to infinite depth based on those first 5, et cetera, all are the codes that you're going to be matching, which ultimately are the lion's share of what's going on in the business. And it becomes very powerful to get that code match. And that's why Rick on the call on Saturday on the rollout, he was making the comment that somebody like Tere would be a great candidate for somebody to have on your pro team. Okay. So in this case, let's say that Mike earns 100 HNT and all of his coded rewards, you're getting 25% of that, which in that case would be 25 HNT, not coming out of his 100, but on top of his 100. That's part coming out of the compensation plan. So let's just talk a little bit, kind of a summary of where we are here right now. So first off, as with the minor program, this pays weekly, but in the case of the travel program, it's going to be 1 week in arrears. So in other words, you're going to go ahead and you're going to have a weekly period. People are going to come in, people are going to start getting their travel memberships, but you will be paid for it rather than the following Tuesday, like we have on the minor program. It will be the Tuesday after that to give a little bit of a lag time for doing that. And I'll show you one of the great benefits that provides us to be able to do. Again, no qualifications needed to earn the referral rewards and to earn the coded bonuses, 3 personal customers, as well as those same 3 coded customers activate a leg for being coded. Price point wise, here I got the $19.99, and I think this is actually where it's at. Rick was really adamant, at last minute as we put this together, $19.99 rather than $19.95. So I think that's where we landed on this, a few pennies difference. But we introducing BV into this situation. Why BV? Because 1999 is based on US dollars, but this is an international program. And so we have to come up with a point equivalent that's not going to be tied to a US dollar equivalent, because people are going to be paying in their own currency for this. So whatever the currency equivalent is in whatever country they're in, it will have 20 points. Okay, so 20 points for the $20 and 40 points for the $40. The referral benefit is 25% of that. So 25% of those 20 points is that $5 and the $10 that Terry was alluding to when he went into his chart there. So, and then on the codes are 5%. 5% of 20 is $1. 5% of 40 is $2. That's where those $1 and $2 are, where those are coming from. And then last but not least, because of the ability of having that in arrears, not only do we have to do that just to make sure that there's nothing that gets problematic relative to credit card processing, we have to have some sort of a ability to make any corrections on that. We got that extra week, but that also allows us to have a travel holding tank, an amazingly important thing that we would love to be having otherwise relative to the minors. But here we were able to build it into the program, having thought about it in advance. And the way this works is, especially with the entry level of people being able to go ahead and get these. Now, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I want to mention it right now. For the first 30 days, we're waiving that 3 customer requirement. So that means that the minute somebody that you personally enroll gets that $39.99 program, okay, they are now going to activate that leg. Or if somebody below them gets the $39.99 program, it's going to activate the leg. And that means if we didn't have this holding tank, as soon as somebody goes ahead and does that, just as a lot of people did immediately on Saturday, once we turned the system on, then people started having pro people going on to their pro team and then their bronze team. And they're like, well, whoa, wait a minute. I wanted to have Tere there on my pro team, but these 5 other people did it before Tere had a chance to do it. Well, here now you're going to have a period of between 7 and 13 days to be able to decide, okay, I've got these people in the holding tank, and so I'm going to choose who's number 1, who's number 2, based on who's in that holding tank for that pay period. Now, why 7 to 13 days? Because we're giving it extra weeks. So it depends. If somebody came in, our program, our cycle ends on Saturday night. So let's say that somebody joined you in iHub and they decided to become a travel member on Sunday, then they would have the full time because they've got the completion of the existing week plus the following week. Whereas if somebody came in on Friday, okay, or if they came in on Saturday of the pay period, then you would only have the next 7 days for them to be in the holding tank. So that's kind of how that goes. And in your commission back office, you'll see a new menu item in your commission back office. When you click commissions, it will say travel commissions will be there, or travel product. Underneath of that, you'll have your travel commissions that show up, and you'll have your holding tank. This will be operational soon, and we will be training on the mechanism of how you go ahead and move people out of your holding tank for doing that. So it gives you a little bit of a chance to strategically determine the sequence of people taking up those slots. It's a very, very welcome addition to the program. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you. Of course, all of this is predicated, of course, to income disclosures, including what Tere was sharing. All this is based on activity, things of that nature. And with that, we'll just leave it with making a difference with Viva Kids. And with that, I am going to turn it back to Tere. If you've got any comments or anything, I know I was going to give you a chance to get a word in edgewise, but I just kept blazing on that. But what would you have asked, or what comments would you have made if I gave you the space to do it?
Yeah, there were some questions in there just about like so on the comp plan, guys, I just, whoa, hello, hang on. I did not die, did not drive off the road. Here I am. Oh, hello.
Hey.
So it's really important, guys, to understand there is a lot to this comp plan. If I'm just being really real, it took me months to get my mind wrapped around all of it. And I just want to be really clear. What Michael just went through is a lot of detail, but we need detailed people building comp plans so that it works for the long term. It's really, really important. And so whether you understand it all or not, whoo, it's all good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All you got to know is if you go just get to gold. Rick's been saying it ever since I started watching Zooms. It's a race to gold. It's a race to gold. And I'm like, okay, I'll believe you, but I'd like to know why. So there are some of us on here that really like those details. The majority of the people on here don't really care about all those details. And it's really important to understand, guys, the only thing you need to understand about the comp plan is that if you will put more people in, more people will roll up to your front line. And as that happens, you get paid more money. That's it. Don't get freaked out about, I don't understand how the holding tank. There are some people on here, they're like really excited about the holding tank. Some people are going, I don't understand the holding. It's okay. It's okay. It's all going to work out. So there were a couple of people that asked about the boomerang, when that's going to happen. And that's coming up, I think, Eric, in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So guys, so right now we have all the functionality laid out. We're just testing everything. Just to clarify, the customer program is coming soon. The travel savings dollars are coming soon that are going to start incentivizing. And I want to also just say one thing, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Terry. But when it comes to the travel savings incentives that are going to start, appearing to people, this is all automated. You guys don't have to lift a finger. The only thing that you guys have to do to kick this off, kick off these communication, this marketing, these pop-ups and everything that starts teaching people that they can get these travel savings dollars. The only thing you need to do is get the affiliate travel membership at $39.99. The moment you get that, and this is part of what's rolling out here in about a week or so, and I honestly can say that, and we're going to send out a big update, guys. So if you're wondering when and what, and you're going to know, we assure you, and we'll probably send out a specific communication to those who are affiliates as well, but we'll let the whole field know. But the moment you get that the affiliate plan, the $39.99, okay, guys, a full membership, that's just going to kick off a series of things. And so let's say you have 20 people in your direct downline. Those 20 people are going to start getting emails, nice, branded, beautiful, elegant, not bombarding them, not, so, we know what we're doing. They're going to start getting text messages. They're going to see notifications or pop-ups happen in their back office saying, hey, guess what? If you go ahead and order your hotspot, you're going to get a $250 travel savings voucher. If you go ahead and plug in your hotspot after you order it, you're going to get another $250 travel savings voucher. So what I love about the way that we built this out, aside from, everything that we have going on here and all the value, is that the whole incentive process is automated. We do all the work for you. So if you've been out there, if you've been reaching out to people and telling them about helium and telling them about iHub and explaining this hotspot and trying to get them to order their hotspot because they just don't want to open their eyes or think outside the box or whatever it may be, and you've been having a hard time, well, guess what? All of those people that may have gave you some slack, it will start getting incentivized. So I wanted to share that. And yes, the customer plan, guys, boomerang, okay, as well as the travel savings dollars incentives. We're looking at about a week or so. We'll send out an email. We want to make sure everything is perfect. We want to make sure it's tested. We want to make sure it works well, that it's easy to use. And so we'll keep you posted. But yes, all of that's rolling out. And one last thing before I pass it back to you, Terry. Don't worry, we're gonna have trainings, right? What do I do? What do we do? When we launch new features, I sit down, I think about, first we make sure it's perfect, right? So if we might be making little tweaks here and there. Once we get everything just right, sit down, we make a recording, how to use Boomerang, how to sign up to iHub Travel, how to log into your iHub Travel platform, step-by-step videos, right? So all of that's coming along with this, guys. So don't worry, and don't, as soon as it's available, the trainings, the step-by-steps, the walkthroughs will be coming right along with it to help you. Back to you, buddy.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And again, guys, from a field building perspective, really, really important. Just understand that travel is great. It's there as a tool to help build your miner business. That's a big deal, because at the end of the day, you know, we're, and you guys hopefully know this, we're doing something that's never been done before, ever in the history of the world. What we are doing with the IoT build out, with the hotspots, this has never been done before. And so just know, I was telling some people the other day, it ain't perfection. If you're looking for perfection, they're in the wrong place, but it is opportunistic. And if you see that, if you can see what isn't yet done before it's done, that's called vision, and you can run on that, you will be paid very, very well. If you're the person that the thing has to happen before you can see it, you're going to lag behind a little bit. You're going to miss out on a lot of territory.
I want to share a quick story that happened to me that really I can relate to that. In 2011, I was a young entrepreneur. I heard about Bitcoin. Somebody told me about it. It was new. It was very low in price. Okay. And I became obsessed. I started researching everything there was to know about this Bitcoin, this digital currency, this virtual money. Okay. And I started learning about mining and how to build miners. This is a whole different process, guys. And I went and took $8,000 of my savings, which being a 22, 23-year-old entrepreneur, I didn't have much savings, obviously. And I dumped it into hardware, and I built over the period of 3 months, I built my own Bitcoin miners. And I convinced my uncle to let me stick them in his laundry room somewhere in his basement somewhere. And sure enough, he didn't even have enough electricity to power them. So my grandpa's an electrician. He came over, added more what are they called? Whatever. Added more power. Okay. And long story short, I started mining Bitcoin. And guess what, guys? I started mining 1 to 2 Bitcoin a day. Okay. The price of Bitcoin when I got started was about $20. Right. And sure enough, I'm excited. I'm able to cover the electricity costs, and I'm making a couple $1,000s a month, and it's great. Everything's working out. Next thing you know, Bitcoin just starts tanking, lower. My earnings, all of a sudden, I can't even cover the electricity cost, right? So, and meanwhile, keep in mind, because I was obsessed with this, I'm telling everyone. I'm telling my parents, I wouldn't shut up about it. I'm telling my friends, guys, this is the future. This is Bitcoin. I'm telling you, guys. And everyone thought I was absolutely nuts. Okay. True story. I'll show you guys pictures one day of all my miners and stuff. I almost burned my uncle's house down too, but that's another story. But besides for that, guys, so what happened when that price tanked? All of a sudden, I start thinking of all those people. You know what? They all were telling me I'm nuts. They're all telling me this isn't real, And I eventually, when I didn't see the price, start picking up, and meanwhile, I'm keeping these miners running, and I'm paying out of pocket. And I said, you know what? I'm going to scrap it. Maybe they're right. What did I do? I unplugged my miners. I took the hardware. It was a bunch of parts. I put everything together. Beautiful. Took them apart, sold off the parts for cents on the dollar on eBay. Okay. I sold off my Bitcoin that I mined. I had, in that period of time, I mined about 400 Bitcoin. Okay. Oh. And that was just the time that I did it. All right. We're talking tens of millions of dollars today. Now, why am I sharing this story with you? Okay. It's that exactly what Tere just said. So what happens to my mind when I started looking? What do I learn from this? What do we all learn from this? Okay. I don't want any sympathy. I'm happy we got iHub. We're here today, and that's what we're going to focus on. But the main thing is that it's all about early adoption. What Tere just said, this is something that has never been done before. The fact that you guys are here right now talking with us, the fact that we are constantly scouring new technology, new solutions, new innovations, the bleeding edge of what the world is based on today, and sharing that was Rick's passion. He said, we got to share this stuff, And so the one lesson I learned is that don't let anybody get in your head. This is, as far as the investment, I had to put in $8,000. All right. Nobody's asked for $8,000. This is something that is on the bleeding edge of technology. This is an early adoption opportunity. And like I also talk about, Helium has a 50-year business plan. We're only in the first, beginning stages here, guys. And iHub is also in the beginning stages here. So, take that in mind, because I've lived through this. I went through this literally, and I look back, I have all the emails, Eric, 2 Bitcoin a day, 1.5 Bitcoin a day. I have all the notifications. Sometimes I show it to people and they're mind blown, you know? And so it's, you know what, guys, understand that we are in the front of the train here. This is the beginning. Okay. And that we're going to continue looking for these types of solutions. Tere, I want you to just leave people with, you know, you have a lot of experience. You've done it, you know, a lot more than us. You know, what advice would you give someone who might be on the fence right now, who might be just, you know, they're here on the webinars, or they're, you know, maybe, and maybe they love it for themselves, but they're not, you know, going out there, and they're not maybe taking the initiative, or maybe they're intimidated. Maybe they don't feel like they can explain it correctly. Maybe they feel like they might do something wrong. Maybe they're afraid that somebody might think that they're nuts. Well, guess what? You shouldn't care about that. But what advice would you give to our community here, our beautiful community here at iHub, that might help them, you know, make that next step?
Yeah. Yeah. So what Eric said, spectacular, spot on. I've watched people for decades now do the same thing. And they come into businesses like this, even though this is an affiliate-based program, but it comes down to their self-image, their belief about what they can do. And a lot of times our past is talking to our present about our future. And you might have tried some things in your life in the past that didn't work out. And you might have some of that past talking to you right now. The thing about this opportunity that is so unique, I said it at the beginning, it's a level playing field. People that have not done great things in other opportunities are actually having success here, because I believe this, it's an inanimate thing that we're talking about. And so people can distance themselves, like their decision, it's not personal for them. This is a thing, it's an idea that's already happening. The IoT is going to be built whether you and I participate or not. That's going to happen. 5G, wherever you happen to be with 5G, I know some don't like it, some are all about whatever. It's going to happen whether we participate or not. So you get the opportunity right now to choose to get ahead of an opportunity that is still in its infancy. And I would just beg you, for once in your life, not to be concerned about the approval of other people. I have friends right now, and I'll finish with this. I have friends right now that I know should be with me in this. They know they should be with me in this. They're probably on here right now. They should be all about this, but they're holding on to what they think they're going to do, but aren't doing. They are holding on to their past and allowing that to determine their future here. And this opportunity is different, guys. Do not allow other people to dictate your future. Not this time. Take a stand right here. Decide to plant your flag and go do it. And we're going to have a great, great year. It's not going to be perfect, but you will be very happy by the end of the year.
Well said. Well said. Thank you, Tere. Absolutely.
Right on.
And like you guys know, we've come a long way. I want to just end off with, you know, I believe that in the last couple of weeks, we've achieved some major milestones. And as things, you know, become more apparent, as things get more organized, we're just going to be able to move faster and faster, and you know, with more organization. We really, you know, really got organized and really were able to figure out exactly the best way to roll things out to you guys, the best way to train you guys, the best way to help you guys market. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So one thing I do want to say, guys, also, we have 2 more trainings this week. And tomorrow we're going to have a couple of our VIPs on. We're going to have another special guest on. We're going to talk more about iHub travel. There's more, guys. There's more to learn. This is not everything. Today we focus on the compensation, what the, you know, general idea of what you can possibly earn. We talked about how we can help grow your hotspot network and what those earnings look like. But there's so much value also in the platform, right? Understanding some of those examples that Tere showed to you guys. So guys, please join us for the next 2 nights. All right, share it with your friends. There's a lot more to learn. We want you to get all the tools. And Tere, we appreciate you so much for coming out. You guys are just such a great addition to our community. There's so much to learn from you and your team, and we want to continue learning from you guys. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up tonight. Tomorrow, same time, same Zoom. We're going to send out an email. We'll see you there. All right. If you guys want to take a second to say bye, we'll end with that. And I hope everyone has a beautiful evening.
Good night.
All right, guys. Have a great night. We hope you enjoyed.
God bless y'all.
Don't forget what Terry said. Don't get caught in the weeds of the comp plan. All right. Just get to gold. Keep it simple. All right, guys. Have a beautiful evening. We'll see you next time.